What's up, everybody? Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. All right, check this out, man. So, Twitter has been going crazy today, talking about Forza Horizon 5 and how it's running at 4K 30 and is that acceptable? And I told people on Twitter this morning, I was like, no, it's not acceptable, and I'm gonna make a video about it. The video was gonna be simple. The video was gonna be Microsoft. I did not pay $500 to have a system that's going to run games the exact same fidelity as a PS5, okay? Because you mentioned the power narrative, and this next gen stuff, 30 frames per second is not next gen. I don't care if the game is running at 8K, 30 frames is not acceptable. Remove the 30 frames option. Okay, that's what the video was going to be about, because especially a racing game, who in their right mind is playing a racing game at 30 frames per second? Like, why would you do that? Play it at 60. Okay. And then here's the thing, though, right? I paid for power. I paid for Game Pass. Those were the two things that I saw the Xbox Series X that I went ahead and I invested in. And Game Pass, by all means, is definitely living up to the hype. No questions about it. If you just saw E3 and you want to cap like Game Pass wasn't the star of that thing, the fact that all those games come to Game Pass, because even if there's a game that you don't like or you're not sure if you're gonna like, you don't have to drop $70 to play it like the other side. See, that's what's so crazy. They're so, oh, you guys don't have exclusives. Yeah, but you're gonna have to drop money to play that game. I don't. I could try it, and if I don't like it, I'm good. Same way with Outriders, right? Same way with MLB The Show, your game, right? I downloaded it just out of spite. I haven't even played one inning of that game, just because I could. Just because I could, because I'm that petty. You want to support the developers. Good for you. You're on your moral high horse. Jesus is gonna give you a cookie when he sees you. Hey, this is for supporting developers. Here you go. Get out of here, man. But here's the thing. I agree with you that when it comes to the power narrative, there's no way that Microsoft should have a game that runs at 30 frames per second. So I agree with you. And that's exactly how this video was supposed to go, and it was supposed to end right there. But no, it can't end right there, because a lot of you Sony ponies got extremely cocky. So I gotta flip it on you. Forza Horizon 5 is the best looking game this generation. There is nothing close on the PS5. Nothing has been shown on the PS5 that even comes close. To this. Your best looking game is a cartoon. These are facts. Your best looking game is a freaking cartoon. It is what it is. This game, Forza, looks ridiculously good. And this is how ignorant you are. I'm calling you ignorant because it's such an ignorant statement. 4K 30, oh, blah, 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 all this power. No, you right. 4K 30 with ray tracing, right? Do you honestly think that if they remove ray tracing and have the game running at 60, you think the game's not still not going to look great? You still don't think the game is still going to look anything better than what you have on your PS5? Honestly, really logically think about this. What you're going to put up against it? Demon Souls? Miles Morales is a cartoon. Returnal is a cartoon. Ratchet and Clank is a cartoon. What do you have that even comes close to Forza? Nothing. And then, to put the cherry on top, you want to talk about the gameplay that they showed for Halo Infinite. It's free. Literally free. You are paying $70 to play games like Godfall. Don't let me even go into Godfall, which is a next generation title, but somehow it's going to play on the PS4. Oh my God, I want to smack you because you're messing it up for everybody. You know how you guys say that Xbox messed up the gaming industry for everybody? No, you guys are messing it up for everybody. If you paid $70 for Godfall, you're a sucker. I may be a sucker for falling for the power narrative of the freaking Xbox Series X, but guess what? Even when it comes to that, guess what? How many 120 frames per second games do you have? That is a measurement of power. That's a measurement of power that to me matters way more than resolution. Way more than resolution. Frames per second, because we are in a media that we're interactive with. Okay? So frames per second matter way more than resolution. How many games do you have that run at 120 frames? Oh, you don't have 120 frames TV? That sucks for you. Maybe if you didn't pay $70 for a freaking game, you'd be able to save up so you could have a TV that could run at 120 frames. I wanted this video to strictly be about me calling off Microsoft for the BS that is 30 frames per second. But your cockiness is so annoying. It's so arrogant. Like, if the power narrative not for you. Stick to games. You guys got exclusive. That's yours. You get a cookie. You get a cookie. You guys have better IPs. You get a cookie. You get a cookie. Leave the power talk alone, because again, 4K 30 with ray tracing, if they remove the ray tracing, because you know it's going to have a 60 FPS mode, right? It's still going to look way better, not even close, way better than anything that you have. And if you saw Flight Simulator and you want to talk trash about how that game looked, oh my God. Now, I don't know what Flight Simulator is about. I'm going to assume it's about flying planes. I don't know if you race or anything like that, but if it's about flying and looking at the scenery and stuff, then it's about flying and looking at the scenery. So that's what's going to matter more. So maybe the gameplay in that situation might not matter as much. So maybe 30 frames per second might be okay. But even that game better have a 60 FPS mode. I'm just saying. But in that game, you're going to talk trash. You guys sound ridiculous. This was supposed to be a simple video about me calling off Microsoft. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the power narrative and graphics, Forza Horizon 5 just pooped on anything you have. Anything you have. You guys are playing cartoon games, blowing into controller, using gyro motions, thinking you're playing next gen. Come on, man. Don't make me crush your spirit. Dark 1985, yo, there's levels to this. Let us handle Microsoft and the power narrative and just 30 frames per second. That's trash. That's not acceptable. You guys stick to your little freaking roguelike games, playing games over and over. You stick to getting your platinum trophies. Go get your platinum trophies at whatever resolution and frames you playing over there. Y'all stay over there, all right? We out. Peace.